The greatest is that the Ilderon Tales! Welcome, everyone!
Sponsored by the Red Channel Legend. Not really.
Yeah, I think the truest form of addiction comes in last night with Shelby hanging out in the Discord and saying he was going to make a Gungan character for Ilderon, and I was like, I don't want to deal with this. But I do enjoy playing D&D with my friends. All right, let's.
I like D&D, but
let's see how we're moving forward from here. But anyways, let's get on to happier topics for tonight. We are live. Let's get some music flowing with East of Tunisia. Always a good song. Hello, and welcome to the Ilderon Tales. We are playing Dungeons & Dragons tonight. This is the... everything you're going to see is live storytelling, live roleplay, nothing scripted. And this is the Nobles, episode 31, Saga 1 of their campaign. We've got a full party tonight, which is always awesome. If you don't know about our setting, it is the world of Ilderon. It's a very cool place, and you can Google search it and read about the setting. Lots of cool and interesting features make it up. In addition to that, if you're under the age of 14 and you're watching this, please stop and talk to your parents, because you're going to see content that is inappropriate for you. And I think that's all of my beforehand stuff, so let's jump into the recap. Last session started on, the 35th of Noble? Yes.
Technically,
yeah,
sort of.
Kind of, mostly.
Like the night, it's like the night of, and then like the patrol went into the 36.
So we started on the 35th. It was the night of. The party was staying at the manor of a wealthy Alongian citizen by the name of Ledera. Ledera's manor was furnished with a large collection of artwork, and she had recently made some upstarts in town who have come in the city who have come to power upset, and not her livelihood, but her collection and her treasures were being threatened. She offered the party the opportunity to stay at her estates for free on the additional condition that they provide guard duty throughout the night while they're there and protect her expensive collection. That said, it was their first night staying at the estate, and several things happened throughout the night. Apparently, Ledera made somebody really angry as several thieves showed up throughout the night. A set of them ransacking the kitchen, taking the silverware and the fancy dining materials from it, and essentially ravaging the place. The next set used knock to open the large entryway door and head straight to the collection hall. Whoever is paying these thieves is hiring them to trash Ledera's place. However, some of them are taking it into their own accounts rather than just destroy Ledera's stuff. Vindictively to steal it for themselves. These thieves were among that group as they went to loot some of her artwork. Fortunately, Kenneth and Claw were there to foil them. Appearing in the shadows, the thieves thought that they too were also thought Kenneth and Claw were also thieves as they jumped out and attacked them. Before negotiations could be had, Kenneth rammed his rapier through one of them, and the other one fled into the night. They proved to be capable arcanists, and the one that did get stabbed did get a fireball off to try and defend himself, as much good as it did. He did take out, I believe, 7 pieces of artwork or 8 pieces of artwork, and after the scuffle was done and the collection hall was set aflame, Lumilia was able to be woken, and she was able to repair one of the pieces of artwork. That said, the party collected what they could of another broken one, and the rest of the pieces that were hit with the fireball were pretty much unsalvageable. In the coming morning, Ladera came to see the collection hall, told the party, or rather, as soon as her mercenaries realized the threat has escalated, and Ladera's adversary is hiring well-trained arcanists to come and trash the place, they realize that they can no longer protect her adequately within the heart of the city. The mercenary advised auctioning off her collection and at least withdrawing from the city until tensions boil over. She agreed, breaking down into tears, and at some point throughout this conversation, she also informed the party. I don't think she ever gave you the lady's name. Does anybody have the name? Okay, no, she did not. Cool.
She did not give the name.
Yeah, she didn't give you the name, but she did say an acquaintance came to her with a business plan. She wanted Ladera to invest in her idea to turn the aqueducts in town into channels and ferries to help with transportation and shipping. As Ladera runs the city's most successful laundry or wash woman service. Washwoman, laundry service. I forget exactly what she calls it. My mind's saying laundry because I'm thinking and
said laundry before.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she runs a service cleaning everybody's garments in town and has access to government contracts. She felt bad about the business venture and chose not to invest in it. The woman went out and found funding on her own and offered Ladera the chance to be a partner. Ladera, very suspicious of where she got the money, reported the woman to the Risen and had her investigated, at which point is when their beef started, and this woman has turned to vindictive methods to get back at Ladera. With that, the party headed out from Ladera's manor. They reconnected with Talia, found out Talia has a faux Scroll of Greater Restoration and plans to make the swap today. Anderson attuned to his scepter of the Witch Lord, and he has a ongoing form of long-term madness. Think. There's something else important that happened. Oswandria went to classes, and the party went to talk to Kaipeldin. Talking to Kaipeldin, they were able to secure a time and place when they would speak to Mirian, who is the man who is petrified inside of Dila's office, who is possibly 3,000 years old, ? And from there, the party ran into Arch-Arcanist Lysandia, who is one of the foremost experts on the morality of extraplanar creatures, and she has been forced by Kaipeldin, who is cleaning shop, to kill the demon in her office that she has been studying. With that, she offered tea and biscuits to Stradora, and +1, Stradora, who had an interest in the subject of demonology. Stradora brought Anderson and Oswandria. They had questions that were really cool. The questions, information that was communicated that's important is that demons or fiends in general are unable to act outside of their nature and self-interests. And I think that's where... Nope, one more. Claw and Kenneth went to the library to find information on the wild spirits. They were unable to find anything because it's too broad of a topic. Claude did find some things to cleanse Mango of her demonic corruption and perhaps infuse her with some better abilities. And Kenneth convinced Claw to go to the Aver company, who Sergey is aware of is a pet store within Sky's Reach. Everything that happened last session. Now we're going to pick up on the 36 of Noble. Oh, the mandates. The mandates happen. We'll cover those this session. Wow, gosh. Last session was a bigger session than I thought it was.
Also, Lumelia is going to get a Oath Blade, if I remember correctly.
And the hits just keep on rolling.
Yes, that was discussed.
Yes.
I'd like to shop for an Oathblade.
All right. So I did tell you all that we would pick up with the last little bit of the Lysandia roleplay. In case you guys thought of any more interesting questions over the week you wanted to ask her. That way, you know, you guys wouldn't have to backtrack here. So before I jump forward, Lysandia is going to get up, since nobody is eating the food she has put in front of you, and say, all right, I have to do the deed, as she walks to a cupboard and unveils a gleaming rapier. She walks over to the cage with the cloth thrown over it, and she's going to say, I'm going to put this creature down. If you have any last questions, you can ask them. Otherwise, I think our lunch is going to come to a conclusion.
Are you qualified to slay demons?
Well, it's in a cage, and it doesn't have very far or much of any place to go. This should do the trick. Is she qualified to slay demons? Let's roll her a percentage die for how combat capable she is. Rob, Stradora looks at her. You know, like, imagine you're cutting into a watermelon and how you kind of hold the knife as you, like, first thrust into it. She's holding the rapier, kind of like that. Like, more like a, I guess not as finesseful of a tool as it should be. She doesn't seem that combat capable. Although this task probably shouldn't require, you know, the greatest warriors in the world.
There's still something about, like, she just looks like she's gonna hurt herself. Even though, yeah, it's literally shooting fish in a barrel.
Or stabbing demons in a cage.
It's like, yeah, I get it. It's shooting fish in a barrel, and I still look at this and feel like there's a small chance she's gonna, like, wince.
Yeah,
shoot herself in the foot.
If anybody wants to,
I could do this if you need a steady hand.
Okay. If anybody wants to close their ears for 30 seconds, or 20 seconds, I'm going to give a gruesome metaphor. I used to teach the fishing merit badge, and you would have to, one of the things of the merit badge, you had to hit the fish on the head with the back of the knife to, like, blunt force trauma insta-kill it humanely. And the kids who I would teach it to were so timid, they would just whack the fish over and over and never strike it right. And it was just so horrific to watch. And it was just like, oh my god, stop, let me do it. And that's kind of what you're looking at. It's just like, all right, stab. Oh my god, that's painful, that's my shoulder. Oh, what's the wrong part? That's my leg! Okay, we're going
That's
for
why
it.
I'm like, I can divine smite, and I'm a trained professional, and, well, mildly, I'm more trained than she is. I'm combat capable.
Yeah, she'll hand the rapier to Stradora and say, well, study has always been my area of interest. If you would, then...
I do the deed?
Yeah.
Do I have to roll?
Give me 3 rolls. I mean, this thing's gonna be... Yeah, thing's gonna be a little wiggly, but, you know, I guess you technically do have advantage on it, and you still get your bonus to all of that. Yeah. How much, I guess, I don't know, is Stradora smiting on this thing? Well, never mind.
If we go by advantage, I definitely would smite on that nat 20.
Yeah, I would say on the, on that second stab, like, the first one, you pierce it no matter, like, what, damage, or how much damage you do. Stradora, like, through the cloth, like, this thing has been, it kind of stumbles down to, like, a mutter. You still feel, like, the rapier moving a little bit. Out, back in, and the cage goes silent as, ichor starts to drip, beneath it. Lysandria exhales. This whole time, Andrea stood up and went to the back of the office. Does Anderson want to do anything? Otherwise, your guys' time here is done. As she gestures for the rapier to put it back in the club. Oh, she'd have to clean it first.
I was like, no, not really. I just
We could have had a pet
just
demon.
watching.
We have a pet demon.
We have a friend demon.
Yeah, we actually have a pet friendship demon.
No, she's our friend. Stop calling her a pet.
Pets.
At that though, Lysandria's going to take the rapier and set it aside to be clean. Tidying up, saying her goodbyes, the party is able to conclude their lunch. I'm going to start jumping around because I've got notes on where everybody is and headed. And then I'll let you guys continue that conversation. Just real quick, give me a heading for Stradora, Andrea, and Anderson, and then I will get in my think tank and let you guys continue.
Well, Andrea has more classes, so presumably I'd be escorting her to wherever her next class is.
Oh yeah, she does. That is true. Fair. Okay, Anderson going with, and after that, are you guys gonna go looking for the rest of the party, or just hunker low until they find you? You don't have any commitments until sundown and the late night. Sundown,
do we have an idea?
Emirian, and late night Ladera's Manor.
Oh, we have to do that again. Fun.
As long as you guys are staying there. She's auctioning off her collection and she's getting out of the city. That cannot be all done in one day.
So, I don't know if we know exactly where the party might be. So I feel like, depending on the time, yeah, we might go do it, but then... I know eventually at some point I've got to be like, well, they know where to meet us and we'll head to Deela's.
Okay, I'm just gonna come back to you guys then.
So I guess a half-ass search and then we go to Deela's.
No, I'm not searching. I'm exploring the campus. Just looking around.
Okay. Let me jump over to Claw and Kenneth. And
I was with Lumilia.
Oh, Kenneth went with Lumilia? I thought you guys were coming back from the library.
No,
they already got back.
Okay, cool.
We already got back from the library. I'm reading the book.
Yes.
Yep. Mine sparked. There's always more to the recap than my brain remembers.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm reading the book right now, and you said that Claw will return with the party whenever he's done poring over it with a very, very poor intelligence roll.
Yes. Lumilia, you go looking for a vendor to create an Oathblade, or just to buy an Oathblade from.
I think if I made one, the Milthalia would accidentally kill herself, so nah, I'm just gonna buy one.
Oh, I may know a person.
Let's see.
She's not Ardorian, she won't mind.
I mean, probably campus has like a blacksmithing portion. We can probably get from them
One
cheaply.
robber for a blacksmith. I do want to get something quality. I'm spending a loot point on this.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Do you look on the Maphis University campus, or do you go into the city?
City.
City. All right. So.
I know how college campuses work. It's like they're way overpriced just because it has the school logo on it.
Yeah, I was about to say they would have a campus books or campus sword store. Just.
I assume that there would be like.
All right. So there are several areas within inside the city. You could easily find something like this. Honors Reach has probably the highest population of immigrants into the city and foreigners who have come to, have day-to-day business inside the city. If you're looking for somebody skilled in Ardorian crafts, that would definitely be an area. Some of the most renowned crafts people in the world are in Sky's Reach, though, and some guilds would definitely be inside the inner city. Places like Elegance Walk or Grace Walk would have some of these guilds there, and that would be like in the tier 2 inner city. If you want to give me any more types of ideas of where Lumilia's, like what she's looking for, I can kind of tell you where she ends up, or I can say that again.
Says, I'm using the loot point, and it says it's a value between 40 and 200 gold.
Okay, so you just want like the first vendor you come across who has one?
No, that's more just my price range, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know sword pricing.
That's fine. I can...
I imagine Lumilia would know more about sword pricing just by merit of being Ardorian.
Okay. Let's see.
I probably would as well.
Why would you? Do you have a sword?
Yeah, I have a rapier, which is a sword.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cool. Alright. Kenneth, you're here to be my Ardorian advisor, and Sergei, you're here to be my Ilderon advisor.
Fair enough. Well,
Cool.
Come on.
I'll be the second opinion.
Brandon, do the thing.
well, we should probably go to the first vendor since they would probably know. They'll be able to fill even both in one.
Custom tables. Here it is.
Did you just say that
Sexuality. Oath blades.
Huh?
Did you just say they'd be able to fill an order in bulk?
No, like combine the two cultures.
Oh,
Yes, Lumilia's harem
One.
plan.
In bulk.
can I get a discount for buying the weapons?
2, 3,
Maybe
4,
throwing knives.
5, 6.
Do oath blades work in bulk, or is it like a gratuity at a restaurant? How's that?
I don't know.
14.
I'm sorry, you're married to 8 or more people. That's an automatic 15% on the bill.
I've only possibly gotten engaged 1, 2,
Twice?
3 people.
It's the third one.
This is my 4th engagement.
Haha!
It was...
Go ahead
Go ahead.
and you can keep talking. Give me 1 second. I found the table I needed to roll on, and I will get that finished.
I proposed to Wasserandria. Then when I was in disguise with Talia, the daughter of Genduai, well,
that's
that's
right.
proposed I joined her circle. And then I was accidentally engaged to Talia, and now I'm intentionally engaged to Talia.
Okay, I wasn't counting Talia twice.
I do.
3 times.
Because the first time was an accident. I've only been engaged to Talia twice.
Yeah, no, it's the marriage circle that the Genduai circle that tried to add her in.
Yeah. So I've proposed 3 times and been proposed to once. Only 2 of them were intentional. And only one of them had any sort of feelings involved. Lumilia tries. She tries really hard.
Does she get really far?
No.
Oh.
Well, in the end, it doesn't really matter.
Well, in the end, it doesn't.
She must have been by Stradora.
What about Stradora?
She doesn't get very far, she just gets lectured by Stradora.
Okay, everybody gets lectured by Stradora. Maybe I should start looking in a mirror and lecturing Stradora.
Alright, there we go.
Stradora's parents had to be introduced just so someone could lecture her.
Alright, and the final thing is the quality of the smith.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Wait, one type of metal is gold for a sword?
Yes, these are fancy.
Gold is useless as a sword.
It's
They're
ornamentation.
Yeah, gold is useless even as an ornamental sword. It will break in seconds.
It's meant not really to use.
Yeah,
Like an
but
engagement ring.
playing it, if it gets dropped, it's destroyed.
Yeah, but also gold is a alloy. There's more than one way to melt gold.
True.
I mean, it could be gold trimmed.
If it's gold,
Fianna sword to Alessandria was gold.
A ridiculously heavy type of metal.
yeah,
For
and
no
I have
reason.
tools, and I still hate it.
I think we're going for like practical here. It's like I want it to be fashionable.
I'm not gonna give Talia something that she can't use to kill him at.
Alright. So, you've got 3 options. The first one is a short sword. It is made of gold. It is extremely ostentatious.
No.
Just instant no before I describe the rest of it.
It's gold. Next.
Okay.
She's gotta be able to kill him.
Second one's a longsword. It is made of mithril. The smith was a little bit more skilled than the first, but you can tell all 3 of these swords in front of you, there's not a huge difference in the smithing. This one, though, the blade is less decorative and a little bit more traditional. And the final one is a rapier. It is made of silver. Again, it is extremely ornate. Whoever smithed this, it was like probably one of their first swords they made, as the silver might still have like a little bit of sediment inside of it. But for the most part, practically still good at doing the stabbing. The last thing I need is the name of these swords.
Circa use a rapier.
Yeah.
Do you tell you could use a rapier?
Hmm?
I feel like a longsword might be a bit too unwieldy.
I think if in terms of use, I would say go for the rapier.
Yeah.
Aren't longswords better in Illuminagai though? Not Illuminagai, Ardor.
Yes, but if you're going for practicality of the person,
True.
rapier.
But would my parents judge me for giving a rapier?
They
I
are
mean, would your
both
parents judge you
bows.
for like dating a criminal?
I will look in the face and say, I'll look her in the face and say there are both bows on record of being used.
There are?
Yes.
Cool.
I think it was Claw's dad that started the tradition.
As
Yeah, that makes sense.
well, rather than start the tradition, bring back the tradition. It was a thing that went out of fashion that Claw's dad brought back. Real quick, the merchant you're talking to, as you are looking at these, the 3 names of these swords, for what it's worth, the first one is Sarisung, the Path to Freedom. The second one is Sarchia, the Unsated Sword. And the third one is Lyra Major, the Maiden of Inspiration.
Oh, it's gotta be a short sword.
The short sword is
Oh,
the
yeah.
one made of gold.
And not the short sword, sorry, the rapier is what I meant. How much
Alright.
How much is the rapier?
After haggling back and forth with the merchant, 1 loot point.
Heck yeah. I'll take it. What was it called?
Lyra Major,
Lyra.
the maiden, and that is the guiding star to the maiden of, named the Maiden of Inspiration.
Fabulous. Thank
You are welcome to roll a history check of it, but otherwise Lumilia would be.
I'd also like to, does
well
Lumilia
versed in
remember how you're supposed to wear a nose plate? Because I don't.
Does Brandon remember? Because I always get this wrong until I look it up. History. I'm adjusting that for Lumilia. By the way, just because the DCs are different.
Okay.
For Lumilia, the guiding stars, are heavily steeped in Ardorian tradition, and you were instructed to learn each one in your training, and obviously what each one means, and the significant events of which each one followed. You're pretty sure Lyra Major heralds some significant moment of creation or discovery. Although you can't recall any specific events that this star appeared over. Shrug.
We actually asked the vendor if they would know.
Okay. How do you phrase that?
I'm gonna ask, is it a male or female?
Evens male, odds female.
call
It
them
is
a
it is woman.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her, hey, miss, regarding old blade tradition, what side of the hip is it supposed to go on for Ardorian and Alonigian cultures?
I don't know Jean's don't.
She's going to say, it's your left, as she snaps. This woman also looks very Alonigian, like super bronze complexion.
Would I know this person?
No, you do not.
Okay.
Why would you know this person?
Sergey has family in the city.
Okay, but not.
It's a big city.
Check.
Yeah, never mind. Just
Okay, I'm gonna put it on my left side and ask also Andrea to be back.
Wait, Kenneth's
I'm gonna-
there.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna roll a history
Kenneth,
check.
it's definitely on the right when you're bound to another. Left is seeking.
Okay,
I'm gonna
cool.
roll a history.
no, you've already done this.
Strudor literally has one.
That's why.
Kenneth, you can roll a history check. What are you rolling a history check on?
Oh, to see which side it was on.
Oh,
We
you don't
already
have to
said it.
roll for that. Kenneth knows. It's on the right. You are bound to another. On the left is seeking a suitor.
Okay, I'll put it on my left.
Kenneth is the heir apparent to the shipping council. He should know.
And then I'll have Talia wear it on the right. And I'll have a proposed in both
Hey,
countries.
Willow, I'm not letting you metagame. As far as Lumilia knows, she's supposed to be wearing it on her left for when
What
you're
kind
bound
of
to a
stuff?
person. That's what the... If Lumilia believes the NPC who sold it to her.
No, I even
Or
said,
believe
okay,
that
I'll put it on my
it was
left
there.
and then also Andrea. Like, Amelia knows that might not be true.
Okay, I follow.
And if Kenneth says, oh yeah, it's your left if you're looking for someone, then she'd wear it on her left. Kenneth, do you tell me that?
Yes.
Cool. Then yeah, wear it on my left, Talia wears it on her right.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna be proposing twice. That's how much
All
I
right.
care.
As you got... And you didn't do this at the university. You went into the city, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put you guys in Honors Reach then, because it's the closest area to the wall, and you were looking for the first stall you found. As you guys are walking, there is going to be a group that, or rather, not a group that stops you, but a duo that stops you. They're going to, of course, see this sword on your waist as you're walking down the street. It is a pair of women. They're going to stop and inspect Lumilia. She just kind of walks by with the flowing passage of, the crowd walking on the street or the different flows of traffic. It's very obvious that they are watching you guys. And after you guys pass them, maybe if after 10 or 12 seconds of like looking over your shoulder, they kind of start following you guys.
I think we're about to be mugged.
Fantastic.
You like to buy a dagger.
You want to just turn around and ask them, or trying to
Well,
lose them?
do we notice them watching us and following?
They were
Wait,
they were not being stealth. Like, you guys, probably this would be, if you guys are walking down the thoroughfare, right? And there's, carriages and stuff moving by, different people on the stalls, and you're kind of walking in the area meant for people on foot without, like, mounts or anything. They're coming in the opposite direction. They kind of, side glance, Lumilia, stop, turn, pivot, watch. You guys get ready to turn a corner, and they start walking towards you.
How
I
many
mean, they
of them
could
are
just
there?
be gossip girls.
There are two.
Okay, so we don't qualify as a public place if we move away from people, which means if we kill them, it's not illegal for them to die.
Wow.
You still owe 2,000 hit per head.
Yeah, I know.
blue
Ask your
contract?
fiance.
That makes sense.
We still
I mean,
owe
we can get away with
money.
one, but like,
Yeah.
the second one.
I just like the looking of the mandates. They're so silly. I don't know. What do you think we should do?
Is there anything else we need to do?
I don't think so. We're ready to just head back. Sergey, did you need to do shopping?
Ask
No.
them why they're following. They could be just
You're not
housewives
here.
looking for a story.
You're not
Who
here.
knows?
You're not here.
Jackal mute.
It's fine.
There's a lot of talking going on. Which is the Okay.
I could use thaumaturgy and make a loud sound somewhere else so to distract them. And we could pull. I don't think it's a good idea, but it's an idea.
I mean, like I said, there's always just turn around, ask them if they need anything.
You can talk to people. I don't.
Are there any barrels nearby? Like stacked on top of each other?
Sure. Let's look. Up the way, maybe
Or crates?
maybe 80 feet in front of you. Just like as you peek through the crowd, you might see a stack of somebody unloading one off a cart, or
Okay.
unloading
I'm
some
not
off a cart.
I don't know what you're planning.
Huh?
I don't really know what you're planning. I'm not sure I want to.
I'm just gonna basically put like just like follow, like passing those barrels.
No, I'm gonna get information here. You're about to cause property damage. I don't want to be.
No, I'm gonna cast prestidigitation and create a gust of wind to blow over the barrel.
No.
Prestidigitation is not that strong.
Yeah, it's not nearly that
Ow.
strong. Also, property damage, Sergey. Don't do that.
Lumilia, murder, yay, property damage. No.
No.
Yeah, murder is fine. I can fix murder.
Jeez. I thought Elise have gone.
I can fix murder.
I'm pretty sure we still have to pay even if you revive them.
Yeah.
Unclear.
Well, we could just keep walking.
Yeah, let's keep
Brandon.
walking
Yes.
Brandon. Do they have bookstores?
Yes. They have bookstores, public libraries, private libraries, which a place to own books.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a 75% chance most of the time you can see one in the city. 23 percent or 23. You'll see a large tower kind of overlooking one of the thoroughfares, and I'm just looking at the map where I'm gonna place this and where I'm gonna place you guys. On your way to the city gate, hanging from the top of the tower is a large wooden sign blowing faintly in the breeze. It is of a book. There are no words on the sign,
All right. I'll
but
tell
the
others
tower
to say-
denotes the purpose.
All right. I'll tell the others say, well, if we're just gonna have them follow us for now, I kind of wanted to get something. Going to this store over here. Looks like they sell some books.
Cool. Let's go do it.
All right. You guys are going to head towards this tower. As you step inside, the bottom floor here, there is a cozy lounge. There are several people down here in reading, and several bookshelves down here, although there are very few books. Occasionally you can see, or rather as you step in, occasionally you can see some of the staff walking through a back door where there is a stairwell. They come down carrying armfuls of books, talking to the different patrons in here. As you step in, who is going to greet you? Lilios will greet you. You step in through the doorway. It is open, by the way, as you step into the marbled stone first floor. And man is going to slam a book down on the counter immediately to your left, almost shockingly, and say, Illyria!
Illyria. Wow.
Jesus.
He's going to throw a pinch of... he's going to throw a pinch of... well, not a pinch. Kind of like a handful of dried flower petals in your face. It kind of puffs on your lips as he does at each of you. And say, good spirits! You've come seeking knowledge?
Thank you.
We've got a wide selection here. It's special today.
Oh, what would that special be?
Tomes pertaining to the Sky Queen's histories, 40% off.
Interesting. I'm gonna take a look around. Just to be sure, sir. These. Oh, sorry. Wait, I didn't get. I forgot the name of the person now.
Oh, I told you his name, but he didn't tell it to you. He's going to say, "Oh, Willios. It's a pleasure to meet each of you. I have a wide collection here, and I try and connect my patrons to their interests."
Interesting. I'm going to take a look around. See if they have anything that interests me. I tell that to the Milia and Stargaze.
He gestures for your hand.
What?
Put it out.
Okay. He takes a paintbrush and dips it into a pastel inkwell on his counter and paints it across the top of your hand up to your wrist and says, it is a pastel pink. And he's going to say, for good spirits.
Oh, well, thank you.
I thought he was gonna like hold your hand.
I think it's. I thought so too.
Come with me on a magical adventure through knowledge.
I was thinking that. Okay, so I guess Kenneth will look around and he'll try to see if they have. Bear with me with this. Any trashy romance novels?
Okay. As you go to look through the shelves, one of the staff members, he's going to stop you and say, oh, these are for our patrons. If you want to take a seat, he points to a lounge with one of the empty bookshelves over there. Or rather, and probably there aren't really corners, I guess, in this lobby, but it's kind of an open section near the back of the chamber, and he'll say, if you take a seat over there, we can fetch you anything that you seek to read. If it suits your tastes, And should you choose to buy it, you can make a deal with Wilios.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll take a seat in the patron area.
Okay. And as he leads you over, he'll say, "All right, what is it that you are seeking?"
I'm looking for, in essence, any tomes, stories, books, of romance, tragedy, happiness, whichever ones you have.
But
Anything that's popular, honestly.
He is going to clap and say, "I know a wonderful story for a young lad like you." One moment. And he is going to...
I'll just say to the guy, we're just looking at each other, just wide-eye, like, what?
I'd like it to be known Lumilia has none of my awkwardness, because she would never have read romantic novels. She doesn't understand what's happening.
I'm just gonna look at him like, go, what?
the man can read what he wants.
As you guys are sitting there, waiting, everybody in the lobby kind of jumps as there's a loud thump. Wilios has slammed his book down again, greeting two more people who have stepped inside. One of the patrons nearest to you guys is going to roll his eyes and say, "I'll buy my book and read elsewhere," as he clears off the 3 books on his shelf and the one he's holding and walks towards the counter where Wilios is at.
He's just trying to be nice.
I want to.
He does this so people don't stay here and read for free.
That would make sense, actually.
Yeah.
So why not just do what a traditional bookstore does? And not have seating.
Well,
I
I
would like-
mean, the best part of Barnes & Noble is sitting down and thumbing through a few pages. And
Yeah.
getting coffee while you do it.
I've
True.
been that person who's like found a corner in the store and read an entire book and then left without buying it.
I read the entirety of X-Men versus the Avengers on my knees by accident at Barnes & Noble's, where I was just walked by and it's like, I want to buy this. And I looked at the first 3 pages, like, this is so cool, this is so cool, this is so cool. 40 minutes later, God, that was great. Well, I guess I'm not going to buy it.
Finished it.
Barnes & Noble here is attached to a Starbucks, so I get like a hot chocolate and sit in the windowsill and feel like an anime character.
Oh god.
It was fun.
Anyways, you asked a question, Matt, and it did slip my mind.
Are the 2 people that entered the same people following us?
Yes, you do recognize them from outside.
Joy.
Lovely.
Sergey, did you want a book?
I'm waiting just sort of looked there and was like, oh god, it's been and say, oh god, it's been years since I read a book.
Well, that's pathetic. Find a book.
Hey, I've worked.
My work is reading books.
Lucky.
I still want a cookbook.
Wilios points to you guys as they turn and look towards you.
I'll just ask for like a book on blacksmithing and call it good.
That's a fun hobby. Yes, I am intentionally ignoring the new people coming towards us.
Yeah.
Okay, the person serving you hasn't gotten back yet, by the way.
Me?
Oh, no, I was saying
that.
that to Matt for Sergey.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. As you guys are waiting here, the 2 women are going to walk up to you. One of them is going to... bow very graciously, which is a very exaggerated motion as she is extremely tall. And let's roll a percentage die. The second one is a good bit shorter. She gives a curt nod of her head. The first one is going to say, "You lot aren't from around here, are you?"
Not.
Well, it seems to be your lucky day. Walking through these streets of Sky's Reach, our paths seemed to cross, and I couldn't help but notice this young maiden here. Ardorian in nature, yes?
Yes. Amelia is giving him the most dead-eyed look she can manage.
And she's gonna say, "Oh, darling, please. And a little guy here, you fire spawn aren't second class at all, while you are marvels, gifts from the goddess herself."
What do you want?
Her friend is going to say, "We noticed you were seeking." She points to your sword.
Yes, but not for you.
She shakes her head and says, "I wish not to trade for your affection, but perhaps for something more."
No.
She is going to pull out a sword from her from a bag on her waist that does not look like it could house such a thing. At which point, everybody, give me a charisma save.
Oh. Oh, wait, I have a new feature? Reroll. Oh, Christ's sake. I'm going to use
Rip me.
I'm going to re-roll my charisma throw with Indomitable.
Okay, go for it.
Does an Indomitable let you do that?
Yeah, I posted.
You can re-roll a saving throw that you fail. He's assuming he's failed it. I haven't told you if you failed or not, but I'm going to save you the time you failed.
Yeah, because I rolled the same thing.
I've been wearing this sword for less than an hour and it's already drawn weird out.
I'm going to look at them and say, "Look, what are you here for?"
Before I tell you that, when she pulls out this sword, she unsheaths it partially. The blade seems to sparkle with ethereal charm. It is breathtaking to look at, and probably one of the most beautiful crafted weapons you have ever seen. Kenneth and Sergey, you are, and this is for Kenneth and Sergey. Lumilia, you recognize this as a magical sword in front of you. You shake off its effects. Kenneth and Sergey, this sword, to each of you, it's near impossible for you to draw your attention away from it. She sheaths the blade and says, "Well, I seem to have stumbled upon a treasure from my guild that they bestowed upon me. I don't want it in the slightest, as I can't draw from its true power. They say the more you love somebody, the more powerful it gets."
And who says that?
And she's... Oh, wait, that's the wrong character. Imagine that, but with the other character's accent. She's gonna say, they say the more you love somebody, the more powerful it gets. When you ask who it is, she's going to say, one of our 6, but it seems that there is a split between them. I wish to spite them. She is going to gesture the sword forward and say, "Consider it a blessing from Lilia herself."
Nah.
Exactly who are you people? You never
Unless
told
you're
us your
willing to
name.
go
Your
with me
charm.
to get it certified, I'm good.
Well, she sheathed the sword, didn't she?
Yeah.
She's still charmed.
Yeah, she shoots the sword. You're not charmed in the fact that you can't say anything.
Yeah.
Just like as you are speaking, you're just kind of like, wow, that sword. Like every time you look down.
It's like amazing deal. Gotta have it.
Do you ask who she is?
Yes, her name.
Who are they?
Yeah, and who are they working for? What do they want with us?
She's going to shrug and say, we are lucky enough to be in the Guild of the Bronze Scepter. Unfortunately, our membership has become rather unstable lately. The taller woman's going to say, yes, it is rather unfortunate.
Then why would they give you a magical sword?
The shorter woman's going to say, it's the split. They want to buy over some of us in our silence, but the taller woman's going to say, a true artist can't be bought over.
An artist, you say? What type of artist? Music, or in the arts? I imagine.
Will you come with me to make a certificate of ownership? Because otherwise I'm not touching it.
They'll nod and say, we'll hire the Risen member ourselves.
Okay.
And Sergey, as you ask, what type of art?
Yeah, like dance, literature, like those types.
She's gonna look over Sergey and roll a insight check. The taller one's going to say, while I'm hopeful that our paths would cross again, unfortunately, I don't think you'd very much understand it.
Oh, trust me. You'd
The
be
shorter
surprised.
woman's going to respond and say, we are artists of the arcane. We invest and infuse items. We give them auras and capabilities they aren't normally well suited for, but on commission for the wealthy and the elite. The funds help us discover, practice, and further our craft.
Alright then. And I did not catch your name.
The woman does have a name, because I put it in my notes earlier. The shorter one is going to say Inly. The taller one is going to shrug and say, I'm just accompanying Inly for a stroll through the city today.
I'm going to ask Lee. Look, tell me her name, what her name is. I'd like to know.
She looks up and says, Tay? She's not very relevant. She's kind of new to our group and our ranks.
Alright. Taylor and Duela, then.
Well, I understand wanting to spite others, so I suppose.
As you guys are talking, the servant, by the way, or not the servant, the staff member is going to return. He has got a armful of books. I'm going to roll him 2d4 for how many he brought. Kenneth.
I thought it was a play. 50 Shades of Grey book.
All right. Kenneth, he is going to
50
set
Oaths of
these
Blades.
books down on the table in front of you. The
Okay.
verse he picks up and displays, and he's going to say, this one is in ancient tale. One of discovery and love, filled with the principles of the first Flame Walkers. And he is going to put it on the shelf. The next one he picks up, he's going to say, this one is a story of forbidden love. One that's...
Sky Queen.
Say that again?
Please be the Sky Queen.
No, this is of Dorai and Sarai. Why, in the shores of Rion, such a thing as dare ever spoken of. He puts it on the shelf. He's going to say, this one is of a love of a maiden returning home to the land she grew up with, struggling between her childhood romance and the new career that she's found herself on, and trying to find the goddess's path for her life. It's a wonderful tale. He keeps going through these, and stop me if you find one you want.
That third one seems pretty good.
Next one, he's going to say, this one is of a sailor bound by duty, and in love with another bound by the same.
That one.
That one. All right. He stops it, and he's.
I'd actually have to get that one and the one before it.
Okay. He is going to give you both books, and each of these books. Oof! There is a printing press in. Ilderon's history at this point. So I'm going to reduce the price of the books by 25% from the player's handbook, because they're easier to... Nope, I'm going to do it by 30, because they're easier to produce. So 0.7. And the other one is...
I mean, are these hardback or paperback books?
They are leather bound.
Ah.
Oops.
Okay. Plus 17.5. He offers you, or rather, he is going to say, we have a risen member upstairs who can prepare the paperwork. For the both of them, it would be 26 point. Everybody in the lobby jumps as Willio slams his book close again, and greets somebody else stepping into the store. At which point he composes himself. So it's 26 gold and 8 silver.
Holy.
Those are expensive books.
Okay.
Welcome to literature.
They're really good books.
Well, I mean, a book in the player's handbook is 25 gold. That's a good discount right there.
Fair enough, but yeah.
Most books in Ilderon, because not everybody has a printing press, have to be copied by hand. There are monasteries that specialize in doing this.
I am supporting the arts.
Yeah,
I mean,
25 gold in the player's handbook normally for a book. But at which point, he is going to give you each of these novels. Or he's going to leave each of these novels with you as he walks upstairs. The woman waiting for you is... Or waiting for each of you is going to kind of look over at the books you guys are reading, and she'll say, kids really do have one thing on their mind these days. The taller one is going to say, stop, don't be so dreadful. I think I think passion is a lovely pursuit.
You have no idea I like reading garbage.
And here I was wanting books on blacksmithing, and you got rom-com.
A few moments later, he comes back with the appropriate contracts. He gives you 2 to sign. As you do, if you pay him the 26 silver or 26 gold and the 8 silver, you are good to go.
Okay.
We aren't judging you.
I'm judging you.
I mean, we're not mad at you. We're just disappointed.
Really, I'll look you straight in the eye and say, "Go ahead."
Honestly, I don't think Lumilia even understands why.
They have no idea what's going on. She's so confused.
What's going on? The 2 women walk with you both out of the bookstore. It isn't.
Sergey and I just aren't getting our books.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. There were other books to be had. He would tend to both of you. If you guys both give him your requests, he can get them both at the same time. There's blacksmithing and...
Yep.
What was Lumilia's?
Cookbooks.
Oh, cookbooks. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna
that would be the self-help
roll
section.
Percentage dice on
Or,
that.
traits.
Okay, so he is going to come back with 1d4 for each of you, because he can only hold so much. Oof.
Nah, he better break his arms to bring up books.
Alright, well, I already know one of the cookbooks he is going to come with for Lumilia. He comes back holding 7 books and sets them into a pile of 4 and a pile of 3. For Lumilia, one of the books here is going to be a famous Ardorian book that you've seen before in your father's library. It is Valdre Lopkin Hops, 100 ways to cook a Lopkin.
I couldn't eat a Lopkin though.
The other 2 books. Are there more cooking books on the wiki? Because if there are, I'm gonna use those. If they're not, I'm gonna give you regional recipe books.
I was gonna say, like, do you have a cooking over a campfire for 1?
Cooking over a campfire for 1. No.
Or 1 by a very angry chef.
He is going to give you a book called For the Palette of Queens, and it is a book from the Inner Sea with probably 4 dozen different recipes of the greatest delicacies and some of the most expensive dishes you can prepare.
No, not that. I want something more like ingredients I can gather in my own.
Ingredients you can gather in town? Okay. I'm going to roll you a percentage die just to always remove my own bias from the equation of how likely it is he brings you something like that. I'd say it's a 60% chance. 1 through 60, yes. And unfortunately, he sees you guys as travelers and kind of in fashion and complexion, you guys kind of stand out a little bit here. And he's trying to cater to that need, or that desire. So it's like the first one's a famous Ardorian book. The second one is just like, regionally, what are the best dishes here?
He thinks we're tourists.
Yeah, the third and final one is going to be a Morsian chef who traveled to Ililnagai, and it is a diary of his experiences and the dishes he prepared for people while he was working here.
I mean, I guess that's as close as any.
I'll skip.
Okay. The next one is Sergey. Sergey, I'm just gonna roll an importance of these books.
If there's a blacksmithing for dummies, I'll probably buy it.
You know, it's really unfortunate that you said that, because looking at you, unfortunately, this man is really trying to cater to the people in front of him. And it's, how to start blacksmithing. Metal and you. What does refining mean? How to fold a, just really, really basic introduction books. All four of them teach you, the fundamental aspect of, one might be how to work with, chainmail, or, forge tiny, small pieces of, or tiny molds to, pour melted metal into. And others might just be, what to look for when you're refining metals and melting them down. And it's just real introductory stuff. Do any of those interest you?
How much are all of them?
Unfortunately, these do not hit any of the sales categories for today.
Fair enough.
But each of these are 17 gold apiece.
Oh.
And there's a 6 silver tax for the Risen member service who has to fill out the paperwork.
68 gold for all of them. Oh, that's...
If you
I
are
can cover
looking,
that.
if you are looking at really puzzled at this, you can say, "I can go get you an apprentice's diaries."
Apprentices. What would that contain?
I would say it would be a more elementary introduction into the craft.
Well, I'm doing math out loud, so...
I can do it for you. 17 times 4, 68
68.
plus 68 gold and 6 silver. You want all of these?
That is half my gold, basically. Are these in like a series of?
How badly do you want to be a blacksmith?
Roll me an investigation check. You thumb through these books, looking for any information on the series. Unfortunately, none of these are a series. One of them does have a strange stamp on them.
I asked him about that stamp.
He is going to look at it, and he'll roll a history check on it. Let me set the DC and re-roll that, because I rolled before I had the DC in mind. I'm gonna say 13.
Okay. There's no way I would know it, so I'm not even going to bother.
He's gonna turn it over, tilt his head, and say, "I'm not really certain. Unfortunately, I don't have much knowledge in this area."
What area is it of?
Smithing.
Oh. Okay.
It seems to be some sort of crafter's insignia.
I'll take that book for sure.
Okay.
So that could be of some importance, possibly. Or... I'll take just 2.
Okay. I'm gonna give you that book, which is what to look for when you're refining mined metals, and then the other one is going to be the forge in you. that's going to be a total of 17 times 2, 34 gold and 6 silver. Please note, what to look for when refining has a you can just put weird crafter's insignia on it.
Okay, and 6 silver. Oh, great! I'm gonna have to break down gold. 100. What's the conversion rate from silver to gold pieces?
1 gold is worth 10 silver.
There it goes.
All right.
The same thing. He is going to eventually come back downstairs with a contract. Gestures for you to sign both of them. Hands you the second one.
All right.
May the Sky Queen's blessings be with you this day.
And you as well.
As you guys start leaving, the shorter woman's gonna say, "I heard the Sky Queen's gone crazy with her new mandates." The taller woman's gonna say, "Bunch of rubbish they are."
I'm like, are they trying to do it stealthily or?
No.
No, they they use an action. The action, or they cast make small talk. Anyways, you guys are able to head outside. Again, the woman is going to flag down a risen member, one who is passing through the stalls, explaining the situation to her. She presents her with the weapon, shows her guild contract, and the risen member is going to nod and produce a contract herself for Lumilia.
I'm going to
And-
look over
Oh, go ahead.
shoulder and read this contract.
Okay, it's the deal that she said. She's she
say we were taking
is
it?
offering a new oath blade. It is a magical item of great craft, and she is parting with it of her own volition.
Is this
And-
an exchange for my current oath blade or just free?
And exactly, as she gets to that line, she's going to say, as a member of the Sky Queen's, or as a member of the Sky Queen's Risen, it is my duty to inform the citizens the best I can in terms of education and insight that I might provide. Madam, are you sure about this? This exchange is quite a loss for you. She's going to say, "Blah, rubbish. The sword means nothing to me. I'll make a better one on my own."
Amelia's just gonna look at the risen member and shrug.
Right, and she writes an exchange for the Oathblade Lyra Major for this cutlass she has.
I feel like we're getting scammed.
Probably.
She
I'm going to ask her, how much would you be willing to part with in gold instead?
Dude, don't make me have to pay for me for free.
she's going to shake her head and say, "No." And in the start of the sun season, the Bronze Scepter is supposed to bestow great gifts upon the commoners. We've slipped from our duties. Consider it paying a debt that we owe. You just happen to be the lucky recipient.
I'm going to do a perception check to see if she's BSing us.
You mean insight?
Insight. Thank you. I just how she's acted already. It's a bit.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna have this sword checked over by the gods themselves before I give it to Talia. But
Yeah. Okay. And that was what. Yep, that is.
You do a insight on her, and what are you trying to discern?
Basically, if she's full of shit.
From what you can tell, she is not.
sometimes
She
people
seems
are
to
just
be,
nice.
yeah, stuffed with blood.
I meant to see if she's lying to us.
About what specifically?
About the past dues part.
Yeah, she seems to be acting in earnesty. However, the Risen member pauses for a moment as she rolled a 19 on a history check, and she's going to look up and say, "Did you say you're with the Bronze Scepter?" The woman is going to nod and say, "Yeah, what of it?" She is the Risen member, brushes her hair back behind her. Here she continues writing on her ledger, and she's going to say, "It's nothing. I'm overheard conversations with some of my colleagues. Passing rumors." The shorter woman at that. She finishes the contract and offers it towards Lumilia.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask, what were these rumors? Since we
So-
are going to be entering a
Not
legally
really.
binding contract.
She is going to well, let's actually roll her a charisma check. She's going to stand up a little straight and say, obviously, I only know what pertains to my duty, and that's to patrol Honor's Reach on 6th, 7th, and 8th day, and I work on the school on 9th and 10th day, and I teach on my other days. However, it was nothing more than a passing conversation. I do believe your guild is going to be investigated soon. The woman looks up and says, "What? For what?" She is going to say, "I don't know if I'm at liberty to discuss that, as again, it's not within my realm of work."
Fair enough.
The
sword's
taller
either
woman's going.
stolen, so
Go ahead, say that again.
I figure at worst the sword is either cursed or stolen, so I'm cool with it either way.
Lumilia
It's
says that out loud.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm that of a character.
The taller
You know.
woman is going to stand up, or not stand up, stand kind of at her full height and step forward and say, "Didn't you say it was your job to educate us? So educate us."
I think our business is done here.
Yeah, I think so too. And plus, given that she's not at liberty, we don't want her in more legal trouble.
So thank you for the Oathblade. I will treasure it.
All right. You exchange the sword.
Yep, I guess.
Okay.
Wait, was it for my gold sword? Because
Yes.
Yeah, for your current sword.
Okay. Well,
Um,
yeah, I guess. I'm not happy about it.
the Risen member does begin speaking as you guys walk away.
Wait. I don't know. I like the other sword a lot. No, I'll take this one and see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a fancy charmed sword now.
Yeah, which I think she'll like better if it's a legit sword.
And
Powered by love.
No, that's BS.
Let's give it to us, Adrian.
No.
Sorry.
Do you guys walk away?
I'm going to go back. Do I hear the Risen member trying to speak?
You do. What's your passive perception?
That would be a 15.
Okay. Yeah, as you walk away, she's going to say, oh, it's really nothing to be worried about, a formal. Just a formality. There are
Okay.
members within your order that might have discovered how to work with earthfire magic and forging.
Can Lily still hear this?
What's Lumilia's passive perception?
Because if it's also a 15,
13.
13? Lumilia's gonna have to roll me a perception check.
Do I hear that a 16?
No, I'm kidding. You do.
I've been like, wait, what?
I'm still too charmed by the sword.
Yeah, Lumilia, you're walking away, and yeah, at Earthfire you kind of perk up and your brain kind of puts together that string of a sentence.
Wait, that's me.
Is that Rycraft?
Interesting. I'm not getting involved.
Yeah, they continue talking, but I'm gonna say you guys are too far away to passively overhear their conversation. As
So
there
we're walking
is,
away.
a whole city.
Okay. All right. So I guess as we're walking away, Council speak up. Well, that was something.
You know, I've
Yes,
never
it
had
was.
someone go out of their way to tell me I'm not a second-class citizen.
Or to shove a magic sword in you and said, "Here, take it."
Yeah, I probably just made a bad decision.
Well, we can always have someone. What's the word I'm looking for? That one spell to check it out.
For
Oh,
the
yeah.
sake of my sanity, Lumilia,
Yes.
for your sword, it is a cutlass.
Oh, okay.
It functions as a short sword in combat. What is it made of? The blade looks like it's made of steel, although it is enchanted. When you look at it, it is you've saved against its effect, but it is definitely radiating some fey magic. For the purposes of your notes, it is a enchanting cutlass. It is a +1 magic weapon that has no bonus, as it has been infused instead to have the enchanting property, which I will put in your group chat for you.
Okay. I'll have to have it checked out, but this will probably be an even better present.
It is not named, by the way.
When fully drawn, it explodes. Thus destroying it
Any
with it.
sort of symbol on it on who may have made it?
Let's see. It is going to definitely come from... you know what? Actually, it's going to have a sketch set of geometric lines going vertically down it. It is the symbol of the bronze scepter. It would look something like that. It looks like it would look like the etching of a scepter on the blade.
Okay.
All right.
Should erase that.
Erase it. Okay. You all head back to the university. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, I got nothing else better to do now.
Okay. Where are we going to put everybody meeting back up at? Let's roll a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 D8. Best way to do it.
Well, Amelia can also cast Sending.
Yeah. Stepping into the university, you all are going to meet up in the Windar ward. I would say Claw is out here studying under the afternoon sun, probably on a shaded bench inside of the courtyard outside the Bailson Sanctum.
Yep.
Eventually, people coming to and from, walking Asuandria to class or looking for companions, each meet up with them. You guys being the final group. The party is back together inside of the Windar ward.
Sup?
Hey, how'd it go for you? How'd it go lunch with the that professor?
We didn't know about that. I don't think. I think
No,
she-
we were there. We did I'm asking like how did it go? Like we were there when they were invited, or Sidora was invited.
we were. Okay.
It's awkward.
It was weird. We watched Sonora killed a demon.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Wait,
Uh,
what demon? Which demon?
Hey, what? I would.
Not the demon you're thinking of.
Sandra,
okay.
she's dead. Mission accomplished, kids.
Madman finally.
Don't tell her mom.
I pick up on that sarcasm, don't I?
What, do you want to roll for it?
You want to roll for it?
I'm assuming, okay?
Do I have to roll a sarcasm check?
Why?
Why did you kill a demon?
Well, Sandia had one in a cage that she was studying,
Oh, that's
but because
Oh.
of the because of the fire horses, there's apparently investigators or something coming from the Sky Queen. So Kai Peldon's basically throwing out all the explosives into a big bin. So when this place goes up in a week, you know who to blame. So I helped with the cleanup.
A little bit.
Mostly because Sandia looked like she's gonna cut herself if she stared at that thing too long. The sword, not the demon.
I was very concerned if it was the other one.
I
So
don't think
anyways,
he was
I want you to
able
look
to
at
handle a
this
demon,
and I
really.
draw the sword.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Willow?
Oh,
So anyways, I want you to look at this. And
give me a
draw the-
charisma save. For. Give me a charisma
If I
save
hold-
for Stradora.
I have a
Okay.
question. Is this a charm effect?
Yeah, it would technically count as a charm effect.
I'm immune.
Lumilia,
In fact, you're all immune.
Amelia unsheaths a cutlass. The blade gleams with a enchanting beauty.
I'm immune to charm effects, but do I feel the charm
It
effect?
looks like a rusty
I mean,
sword.
you would be aware that there is magic on this blade trying to draw your attention, but you're able to shake off its effects.
Jackal, I would have known if it just looked like a rusty sword. I
know, but I really wanted it to.
That sword's magic. That sword charms people. Why does your sword charm people?
It's my new oath blade. I just want to make
Charms
sure it's not
people.
cursed or stolen.
Can't you identify it? Alessandria's in class, so I can't have her do it.
I don't
think clerics learn identify.
They do? Well, they can.
I don't know.
No, the arcane one can.
Father A
Specifically,
could.
Look, I can detect and
Ready?
dispel magic,
Yeah.
but I can't tell what it is.
No, no, I was a knowledge domain cleric, so that might be part of that.
I want to say, look, that was the thing I just said, but... Wait, one second, let me look.
You said arcane. That's a different domain.
Is it?
Yeah. There's an arcane domain and a knowledge domain.
Oh. No, I forgot that
He's
the
identified.
arcane is the relatively new one.
I don't think Paladin can learn it.
Rangers definitely can't learn it.
Fires definitely can't.
Where did you get that?
Fun fact, a lady stopped me on the street and offered to trade it for the sword I bought.
Looks at Kenneth. Looks at Sergey.
No, it's true.
Yeah, no, it is!
No, this isn't the I don't believe you look. This is the I can't believe you look.
I'll look to Dora and I'll tell her, look. Charm effect. I'll point at myself. Charmed.
I'm gonna hold up the certificate of ownership, like, I did all the official stuff.
Oh, I'd like to note, so no, actually,
Roll me
arcane
a history check. Or roll me a history check, Lumilia. Sergey and Kenneth are also entitled to the same chat.
A history check? Okay.
The woman did say something weird about the sword supposed to get stronger, drawing power from the
Yeah, about love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's stupid. That's not a real thing.
Probably bullshit.
Magic doesn't get stronger.
Looks at Lumilia. Looks at Lumilia, because you say that, right?
Yeah.
One of our party members literally gets stronger by consuming our camaraderie.
Okay, but she's a... You know what?
I have a sword from the goddess of death herself that literally instills a bloodlust in you if you're not strong enough to fight it.
Yeah, but that's like a...
You were born from a fire!
Also, they come from a guild that apparently may or may not be dealing with Rhycraft.
Look, the sword and the circumstances of my birth are not relevant.
It just fascinates me when people that live in circumstances that are in themselves improbable and incredulous somehow doubt that things are possible.
Well, all of those
We're
things-
about to go, we're gonna very soon from now, go unpetrify a man who's been alive for 3,000 years in the office of a woman that resurrects herself after dying.
That's just how magic works.
So a sword can't get stronger because it consumes love?
No, that's not how magic works.
Wait, how does I don't know. How does magic work? Because we've been going.
If I headbutt this table, can I smite it?
You're not at a table, you're at a stone bench outdoors.
Can I headbutt this stone bench and smite it?
Fuck Anderson, you're only a magician by technicality.
You can't smite with an unarmed strike, but if you are wearing a helmet, sure. I get it.
Invest in a helmet.
I
Get
have this piece of cloth.
get one of
I
those
would-
like mohawk kind of like affectations on it, so it has a blade.
I have a shovel. You want to hit the ground?
I'm just saying, everything that you listed in possibilities are all things that alter your emotional state. They don't draw on your emotional state for power, except for also Andrea.
I could keep listing things.
Go for it.
My
I don't
dad
see-
once fought a Terai that was resurrected.
What does that have to do with this?
It's
Yeah,
just
just-
that, like, all sorts of things can be, like, that are deemed improbable or impossible can, and in fact, actually happen.
I mean,
Yeah,
my
all of
I
mom.
mean, a lot of people didn't think a portal to the spirit realm or whatever.
But a sword that gets stronger off
we have
of
a
what
spirit
has
storm.
never been seen before.
That thing doesn't normally exist, and no one knows really how it happened.
I mean,
Like, well, I mean, cultists, but like, how do they actually pull it off? Happen?
Okay,
I
look,
mean,
fine. If it really
Internally
is able to get
speakers
stronger
are
off
the
of love,
problem.
then it should be
Okay.
stronger in my hand than, I don't know, Kenneth's.
Look, reconstituted, resurrected Brandon, that's just semantics. She was super dead and stopped being super dead.
either. Well, that is true. I would also like to point out, to Stradora's credit, my aunt's ability to make anybody view their deepest desires by just looking at her.
Yeah, but that's still altering emotional state, not drawing on it.
Demons
Actually, it
literally
is
feed
drawn
off it.
from it.
I learned
So-
today that demons feed on essences that compose their being,
But
which can
but
vary wildly in shape.
Okay, great.
to
But as
to
far as
credit-
they never said anything about it consuming love.
What's at the
I
demon
would-
store?
But
And
you
then,
can detect good and evil, right, Sedora? Like, check on the sword. Is the sword a demon?
yeah, are you implying my sword is now a demon?
I'm gonna divine sense the sword.
This is ridiculous.
On
It is ridiculous, but I get like 5 uses of those, and I never get to do it. So
The sword
Fair
is
enough. But
not, in fact, a demon. Weirdly enough, Stradora,
oh god. Oh what?
the sword smells nice.
wait.
oh, wait, that means it's like
Oh, you know it's Fey touched.
it's fake.
The Fey are technically good in the sense that like they smile at you as they steal your babies out of their rooms.
I don't
No,
have babies
The
who's
Fey,
just-
the Fey's language is actually.
That was out of character. That was Rob being facetious.
Wait,
Uh-uh.
E,
I
what did you
understand.
say?
Oh, that
Anyways.
was out of character.
Huh.
You guys didn't hear that.
Apparently, your sword isn't evil.
Like I said, swords aren't good or evil, and swords don't feed on love.
You can't. You can. You know. Okay. Swords aren't inherently evil. Reaches for Stormbreak.
Stormbreak is filled with malice, but that doesn't mean the sword is evil.
And plus, it has the soul, I'm assuming, of a being in there.
Does it? Didn't think it did.
No, I think it just has the raw fury of a god of death.
Yeah, me.
Claw.
It's my raw fury.
Weird things because you took observant.
Yeah?
As this
Oh, no.
conversation is happening, Kenneth has a large streak of paint on his hand.
What?
Didn't he already have
what's
a large...
with the... No, and Claw doesn't notice this. Do I want to ask why you have the bright, almost...
Oh,
the
right.
bright pink, the bright rose crystal pink paint on your wrist?
It's a good
Forgot
color for you.
about. I forgot about that. Went to a bookstore. Guy in front did this for luck, blessings. I forget.
It's a good color for you.
Spirits, I think.
It's not a color I'd usually pick, but it fits.
I just
Yeah,
need-
purple's more my color, but whatever.
I'd concede on that one. That purple probably is better. Although, what do I know? I'm a wild child.
I think green would be best for you.
To each is their own.
I was thinking of a royal purple. That's why I was thinking that.
I guess I could
fan
say
of
royal
emerald
purple.
green. I think that's like it really brings out colors in general.
I think if
But
you did
either-
royal purple, you'd have to do silver accents.
Either way,
Bright pink.
I'm going to.
If anyone's wearing bright pink, it's gotta be Sergei.
Well,
Yeah.
so what are you trying to say?
That's a good compliment.
So I might be able to try and make this infusion off of mango, but I'm going to need to get some supplies.
Ooh.
Well, looks at the sun, stares at it, wins that contest.
The sun blinks at you.
Like solar eclipse. That counts as a blink. That's a blink.
You want to make a list of what you need, and maybe we could all split up for a quick shopping trip tomorrow and try and get it all.
I was about to say we have a man. We have a statue to go talk to.
Yeah, I need
I've
to-
wrote it down in a separate journal, lift up
I
journal
need to
full of
see a
lists
man
of
without a
items.
diamond, so I'll have to go out again.
And I refuse to be late to that meeting because I could just see Kai Peldon, who's apparently not going to be there, being like, 7 o'clock means 7 o'clock, Miss Calendar. Guess you know it sucks to suck. And then
Yeah.
I'll be a fugitive.
Yeah, let's go with this one first. I've already made the list. I was also going to see if I might ask Aussie if she's up for trying to help me with this, because I know I'm not going to be magically inclined, able to do this magically by myself.
She could use the distraction.
I also thought it would be a good chance for me and her to hang out with each other as friends. Let's go inside. He looks mentally exhausted, by the way.
Does Alessandria have night classes? Where's Alessandria?
Probably about to get out of class.
Yeah, she is in her second lecture today. It is. Whew. I guess this class would be on the fundamentals of higher level conjuration spells, just kind of like the basic incantations and stuff you need that are like omnipresent in like Sleet Storm, and there's another storm in a 4th level slot that I forget.
High storm.
Late storm.
No, Ice Storm. I think that's it. Sleet Storm.
That's not what I said, but I'm glad it helped.
Oh wait, what did you say?
I said high storm.
Oh, High Storm. No, they're like 3 different 4th level storm spells. Sleet Storm.
Firestorm.
Well,
No, that's an 8th level.
Ice Storm
Lightning
is
Storm?
4th level. Sleet Storm's 3rd level. There's what my brain's doing. Yeah, storm spells and you. The fundamentals of killing your opponents with big things. Okay.
Ice Storm's an evocation spell.
I think also Andrea.
Is that not
specializes in-
conjuration?
Sleet Storm is.
Okay. This
And so is Storm of Vengeance!
This is the weirdness of 5th edition. None of the spells are classified how you think they are. This storm that conjures a thing is a conjuration spell, but this storm that conjures a thing is an evocation spell.
It's like, oh, it's just about 36 degrees, so it's just gonna get a little icy on the roads. That's conjuration. Under 32 degrees? Well,
Oh, you know what? I'm actually
hail,
changing-
bitches!
I'm actually changing the class. The class is the fine line between evocation and conjuration. The taxonomy of spells.
Simple storms are conjuration because it's just weather. But anything bigger than that, you need to invoke the wrath of God.
Fair.
So, evocation.
You know, thank you, Willow, for telling us the science of magic.
The
I get that
teacher,
what Storm Cleric is
Sage,
for.
our Sagite Lumilia Earthfire.
I am not a Sagite, I'm a Tree daughter.
Former, yeah.
Get
I get
my
it.
right.
Oh,
Engage.
there was
Let's go
a
ahead and-
heading that I missed.
well,
You're about to give it to us? Can you say it again?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk to the statue and get his sleepy ass out and then back into bed.
You guys have plenty of time before that event. Do you want to wait around at the university until then?
Sure.
I don't know
I
what
mean,
we could
if
do.
we have time,
We
there's
do.
also getting Claw's ingredients, or try to get some of them then.
Or heading towards the creature emporium.
Oh yeah, there's also that.
The Aver Company.
Yes.
Dinner.
All those are options. Just let me know which one you choose.
Claw, you decide.
That's a bad idea.
That is a bad idea.
If there was an NPC in your party, I'd railroad you guys. But this
Well,
is
she's in
freedom.
class.
And
Okay, so-
also stealing from a professor.
With a professor.
Not a criminal.
So, which one sounds closer? Getting these ingredients from, since you guys were out there, is the shopping area for getting these ingredients? Because one of these is some elven root that is going to be probably the biggest pain to find. Everything else seems kind of weird. Or it's either that or the spring water, the elven spring water. I forget which one.
We graze past it in the recap. Matt's character Sergey has been to the Aver Company before and bought a creature from there. So you guys do have somebody who can lead you to that location.
Right, that's why I'm asking, do we have, which one is closer?
Sergey, tell him.
Um,
I'm kidding.
Sergey, roll for it.
I mean,
on the spot like that.
I will roll
Like-
a percentage die. Oh, if you guys go on foot and everything is smooth as butter, you can get to the Aver Company and back by sundown. if you guys hire some type of transportation in the city, like hail a carriage or a porter, then you guys can get there significantly quicker and back.
Can a carriage hold 6 people?
I mean, there are multiple carriages.
Mm.
But yes, some can. You guys are there significantly quicker. Unfortunately, the Aver company, they are on the they are within Grace Reach.
I'd say...
Or Elegance Reach. Elegance Reach, I'm sorry.
I say, since I do planning on doing this ritual later, we'll either have to hail a carriage or we have to go back to the shopping district where you two just came from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Screw it. Claude takes out a coin, silver coin. Let's flip it.
All right, I got it for you. Evens, carriage, odds, shopping. 2.
Yep. All right.
Carriage.
So carriage. Let's go to the Aver company.
All right.
We're off to see.
All right.
Okay. Unskilled labor. I think there is something for that in the DMG. It is 3 copper a mile. Within a city, it is 1 copper. The lot of you are able to pay 1 copper a person. You are going to, whoever wants to pay, it's going to be 1, 2,
6,
3,
copper.
4, 5. Yeah, 6. 6
And
copper.
is it
For
Yes.
2 and back, I guess I could pay it with silver.
Yeah, if you pay him 2 silver, he'll wait on you.
Yeah,
I
basically
hand
to
you
go
silver.
there.
Okay.
I don't have change.
I had 4 silver, so I'm trying to get rid of that quick.
That's awesome.
Alright,
He appreciates it. This guy is going to send his carriage on some of the larger thoroughfares as he trots through the city. The whole time he is pointing out buildings and kind of calling back, moving through the larger parts of roads where the carriages are meant to go. And he gives you guys a small tour going underneath the inner city, through some of the walkways and the shaded bridges, emerging in Elegance Reach with the sea breeze blowing all of your hair. The carriage is going to continue to trot. Things get a little blurry. Eventually you guys come to, and the man across from you says, "You, horse thief, where are you from?"
Oh no! Did we all become one person?
Harder.
I kid.
An amalgamation.
Welcome to Skyrim, everybody.
Welcome to Skyrim
Oi.
Reach.
You're awake.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, you're awake. I caught you trying to cross the border.
All of you.
This is Ulfric
I knew I was an
Stormcloak,
immigrant.
the true Sky Queen of Alilnic. Okay.
That's all. That's just BS in there, people.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyways.
he is going to let you off at a. He's going to let you off at a building. It's got several floors above it of homes built above this stone building. The opening is a huge wooden arch. God, how to describe these types of doors? It's a arch door that looks like the gateway almost to a castle. It is open inside. Or it opens to the inside and goes underneath this building. Inside, you guys can smell, see, and hear the stables of horses, cattle, and other livestock being kept in here. Going a little further in, or rather a little further in, you can see there's a lantern underneath here and another doorway, presumably. Well, there's a sign on top, or hanging from that down this hall, and it is the Aver company.
There we are.
All right. Sergey, as much as I appreciate your assistance, try not to talk too much with this one, and don't flash badge.
I wasn't planning on to.
Do you make it sound like we're making a deal with the mafia?
Yeah, no, seriously.
No, I just know that some people get a little bit sketchy around, get a little bit tense when people like him like to show off what they are. All right, let's go in.
All right. As you guys walk by all of these creatures, the stepping through this place, the first couple stalls are pretty normal. You know, you'd see a horse, another horse, you know, like a cow or a cattle, and then just one catches you by surprise as you see what looks to be a ram, except rather than any sort of like white or not white, any sort of regular boned horns. Instead, everything coming out of the creature's heads and hooves seem to be of a azure metal. It stares at you guys as you walk by, clumping its hooves against the stone.
That's new.
Cool.
And looking a little further into their stable, you guys start to see every now and then they have a peculiar creature here or there. A huge wolf-like creature towering over one of the stalls seems to be sedated or sleeping a little bit further down. And before you get to any of those other ones, you turn into the building, or rather into the doorway. The door opens and a small chime goes off. Inside here, this place is lit by lantern light, as they have different oil lanterns hung throughout the interior space. It occupies, there are 2 floors here, and on both floors there are different cages of creatures being held here, each squawking, squealing, squeaking. Mice, snakes, birds, some, you know, in bird cages, some in glass cages, some bugs in jars. Just looking around this place, it almost looks like a bookstore if you were to replace all the books with, you know, just different creatures on the shelves. There is a back counter to this place, and there is a man working it as he has a small 3-legged creature in a jar that is scurrying about. You can see him tip the jar into a larger container and put a lid on the new enclosure for the creature. He looks up at you all coming in, and he's going to say, welcome to the Aver Company. Creature acquisition and Sky's Reach stable services. How can I help you?
Hello, I'm Claw Estrai, and came informed that you might have. I came across some information that you might have something a little bit more exotic, where I haven't heard of some wild spirits, possibly.
It's going to tilt his head and say, came across information. How did you happen to stumble upon that?
I happened to spot it while I was helping out at an aviary. Loose piece of paper on it. Also stated that you knew about that you also knew about an Enowing clutch, but that seemed to have already been taken up. I was curious to see if the wild spirit was still around.
He's gonna nod and say, you have this paper?
Claw will bring it up.
Okay.
But not like enough so that way he could read it, but not that he could
Are you
grab it.
blackmailing this man?
I'm not blackmailing.
I'm pretty sure you're blackmailing.
He's going to look it over and say, the order for Arcanus Caliestus. Yes, I have that right back here. He is going to step in, or he's going to pick up the creature off of, or not the creature, the enclosure he just put the creature into, and go into the back of the store. There is a moment of shuffling before you finally hear footsteps behind the curtain again. As he comes back around, he throws the curtain off, and he is going to scream and say, "You tell that bitch to stop taking our shipments and keep her nose out of our business!" He has a staff, and he is going to use it as he fires a spell at the party.
Can I try?
This is a surprise round.
Fair enough.
You can do something after the surprise round. You don't have to enter initiative.
Okay.
That said, everybody, give me a... Let me see what type... You know what? I really don't like Kenneth.
Fireball. I'm.
Man, just come out and say it.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity save.
Okay.
All of us, or just kind of?
Everybody.
Okay.
Well,
Hey, my save didn't go
I
through.
failed.
Yep. Oh, I rolled it to GM, but I got a 24. And I find it funny that I made it. I think.
All right.
There it goes.
Does Mango need to get it, or is it because she's in my bag she doesn't need to make it?
You know, I'll give it to Mango.
Natural 20.
Okay.
All right. Everybody who failed.
Well, hold up. Who's all in my aura?
I mean, we're all around you.
Y'all walked in at once, so I'd assume all of us.
I just want to. I really want to know it for Kenneth because a 14 could be do or die.
What does your aura do again?
You add my charisma mod to your saving throws.
If it makes Kenneth into a 14, he still fails.
Okay. 14's in that gray area where it could be a success, so that's
Right.
why.
Alright.
Sergey's 11 is still fucked. I know that.
Everybody who
But-
failed takes 21 points of damage as a ball of fire is going to fire out from the staff, lob over the desk, and smash into the stone around you.
Oh, he fucked up.
Who failed
And
then?
he is going to say, "I'll send your corpses back to her as a message," as he gets ready to
He fucked up.
roll.
He
did.
No,
another.
look. Claw's gonna hold up a hand and state, "We're not here with her."
Okay, roll me initiative.
Storm breaks out.
God damn it! I'm
Yeah,
trying
that-
to be.
Yeah, seriously.
Depending on where you land in initiative, that's where I'm going to take everybody's actions.
Just don't kill
15. All right.
God damn it, Jackal.
Hey.
Anderson is a smart.
He fireballed me. He fireballed me.
All
I
right.
know he fireballed me.
I know.
He puts a leg up on the desk, wielding the staff in two hands, with its tip pointed at you guys again. Go ahead and Kenneth, you have one initiative. The gemstone on the staff is charging up for another shot.
I'm gonna look him straight in the eye and say, "If you attack us again, I will hit you. We did not come here on her orders."
Okay, do you want a readied action if he continues to cast, you run up and attack, or do you want a persuasion check?
Persuasion.
All right, roll me that persuasion check.
Here goes.
I would give you help if I could, but
Okay, alright. I'm gonna use inspiration to roll again.
Okay, go for it.
Alright.
much better.
18.
Oh.
Okay. All right. He is going to look a little bit more hesitant. This is. I'm going to count this as a skill challenge. You guys have one success in trying to persuade him to put the staff down. He looks amenable to conversation, although you're not sure why he has reacted so violently. At which point, you guys know if you can get 2 more successes, you can probably talk to this guy.
Oh god, I thought the Jackal.
At which point, Jackal, it's your turn in initiative.
So, I summon my weapon and I rage, and that's my turn.
God damn it.
Oh no!
Okay.
I really didn't want to swing
Claw.
him immediately.
It's your turn in
Attack it,
initiative.
but you know.
God damn it! I am not a persuasive guy. This is gonna be really. I'm probably gonna be a failure here. But Claw is going to still do the hold up his hand and state, I did not ask her for this assistance. I actually came here out of curiosity of my own, as I enjoy finding, taking care of, and maintaining similar exotic creatures myself. And I wish to better understand this and possibly obtain it myself, not for her.
Just throw me.
As Mango slithers out of my hood into view.
Okay.
If you do
roll
attack
me a
my
persuasion check.
companions will attack. Do I? This is gonna be bad. It almost landed on a 1.
Oh!
All right. He's gonna look at and you know, just because we're in a skill challenge, he's gonna move a little out of his turn. He's gonna look at
Mango.
Anderson and just say, hey, "Drop your axe!" As the staff seems to start powering, or not powering down, but the spell, the gemstone is going to start losing its glow. You guys have 2 successes. It is Sergei's turn.
Basically going to just sort of put my hands up in the air like, look, sir, we have no business with her anymore. And nor will we. Okay, so everyone just calm down.
Give me that
And let's
persuasion
talk about
check.
this. About it like adults. Glares at Henderson and Stradora.
They're not adults.
We're not adults. Also, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch you first.
Wait, this is
Sergei.
so my group
Yeah.
of teenagers.
As you
Oh, he shot a
as you
fireball at
put
us.
your hands up, he is going to
Which have nothing in them, by the way.
he's going to lower the staff's head. He's still holding it like martially, but he's gonna lower it down towards the floor. Take his leg off the front desk of like almost like that aggressive position, like dude with a shotgun, and instead he's putting it down, leg on back or standing back on the floor. He's gonna say, I can't be too certain these days.
We understand that.
He does not look like he's going to shoot another fireball at you. We'll finish the initiative order, because he might... if Stradora runs up and smites him. Let's see, that's the 12 count. The 8 count is Stradora. He has lowered the staff.
I ought to break every bone in your godforsaken body! But apparently we're talking this out, and then I'm kicking Sergey in the knee.
Okay.
But like when you stomp at like the side of somebody's knee because you want them to go down, not like
behind the knee.
Not like a shin kick.
It's
more along the thigh.
Do you want to give me a trip attack or trip attempt?
Is it a contested check? Is it an
it's a
attack roll?
contested athletics check. You roll an athletics check. He has the option to try and get out of the way. Roll me an athletics check to keep your balance or an acrobatics to move, Sergey.
I am going to...
Sergey, don't make this too complicated.
I am going to use athletics because I don't want to end up in a pen.
All right, there you go. Roll me an athletics check. Believe in yourself. You got to just do a little bit better than average. Oh, that was a tough bar to cross. Sergey, Stradora kicks your knee, and on the back part, your leg buckles. You are prone for for all points of movement, but you can consider yourself kind of like down on your knees.
And fuck you for staring.
At which point, Lumilia, 7 count. And
I'm
then
just
we're
gonna
gonna
bite my
finish
tongue.
initiative.
You all just... Okay. I'm going to... Y'all don't warrant a beacon of hope, never mind.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that everything that involves me ends up with the entire party getting fireballed.
I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing. I can pick 6 creatures, so I'll do...
Okay, I believe that's a 1-minute cast, but you are the final round of initiative, so you can just kind of chant it as people are talking.
Never mind, yeah, you're right. It's not one action like I thought.
I'll let you cast it, and when it goes off, it goes off.
It's 10 minutes actually, so the whole conversation I'm just going to be chanting in the background.
Do you want to?
It could be the ride. Could be the ride back.
Okay.
Nah, just do it now and heal all of you that got burned.
All right. Lumilia is going to start chanting. Oh, were you saying something?
It's 38 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
So everyone
don't add that
damage.
yet. I'll tell you guys when you get it.
Okay.
All right. He's going to lower the staff, and he's going to say, oh wait, let's close this. And what music were we listening to? I think we were doing this one. There we go. He's going to lower the staff, lean it against the desk, and say, sorry, name's Swistle, Aver.
Pleasure.
That was not.
He's going to say, look, you guys are looking to get some things through port. We're the people to call. We do things off the books of the Risen. Whatever you're looking for, we can get you. But that Arcanist, she has not made things easy. I don't know how she keeps getting into our operations, but shit's hard to smuggle when the damn university's sniffing up every trail.
I understand that completely, which was partially why I was intrigued by this and kind of went about it my own way. The university does not know about me coming here at all. But if you still had that wild spirit, I would love to see it. I've been doing my own personal research on some creatures that are less well known and thought it would be interesting to try and learn about it myself. if you're willing to show me.
Let's see. He's, gonna say, yeah, damn thing's, practically useless now.
Useless?
He nods and says, my brother, Tastus, got a bad batch of, phoenix eggs. Whole lot was dead. We were trying to find something to bring them back. We went searching far and wide and found this thing, but your Arcanist snatched up the eggs and got Tatis on the Risen's watch list.
That explains it.
He's gonna say, no hard feelings on the fireball. I'd throw it at her face if she was here instead.
Don't worry, it wasn't the most surprising thing that's hit me. That would be a cold breath.
I'd like to note that Lamilia is glaring at him while chanting.
At who?
The shopkeeper. I do not.
Kenneth is muttering this the third time. What is people with fireballs?
Let's see.
And the second, today.
He's gonna say, well, Risen members have been coming by doing inspections about every other day. We haven't been able to keep anything, and we don't have a contract for it in the shop for the past few weeks. However, we got some operations we're running over on the other side of town. If you're looking to buy, put half a down payment here, and I can give you the location. You can pick it up from Tatis himself.
All right. I'll give Tatis the other half once he goes through with his end of the deal.
He is going to nod. At which point, he'll, let's see. He's gonna say, it's gonna be about 2,000 gold for this thing, for everything we had to go through on Rion. If you don't have it on you, I can take collateral.
Were the loot points that I spent for this thing to be collateral? Out of character.
You know what? Always removing my own bias from the situation. I will say, out of your adventures, there is a 30% chance, yes, something you picked up along the way you can hand him, that he will take. If you remember you know what? Here we go. From the Ardorian vaults, you are going to look in your bag of what you might have that might be worth anything, and you have a signet from Ariana herself, the Celestial Magnate of Ardosarai. Not a super valuable thing, as far as what it's made of and to you, but the significant weight behind it, ooh, snap. A signet of the Ardorian throne, they're almost like a signet ring. It's not a signet ring, but it's something that personally she would bestow on people, almost like a laurel. At which point you can present that to him, and he'll look it over and say, "You're in cahoots with Ardor? Are you in cahoots with the magnate? This will do nice and pretty.
Mm-hmm. I'll be sure to procure the gold once I'm able to. Once I'm able to not only confirm the validity of it, but, once I'm able to get to a reasonable amount of it, so we don't have to involve any risen.
He flicks the signet in the air, almost like a coin, testing its weight, and he's gonna catch it, squeeze it a little bit, smile and say, don't be too fast about it now. And he's going to fix it to his collar like a brooch.
Yeah. Claw. Alright. Now where's location?
He's gonna say, it's over in Grace Walk. You go to the vault to the Crimson Wind. We gotta deal with the Ruby Shadow. They keep the Risen off our scent. If you go into the vault of the Crimson Wind, they can point you to the Aver storehouse.
Alright. Making sure I write that down, because I need to.
We're all making sketchy business deals today.
I know.
I end up making a deal with the stone dude.
Yep. So, Crimson Wind. This is, not in. This is him memorizing it. More, mentally. Crimson Wind, Aver Company for Wild Spirit. Signet as Colette. Probably.
He's gonna look at Sergen and say, hey, didn't Patella sell you something before? Came in looking for a bird for your sister? You a cop? You gotta tell me.
I look at him.
Looks at Sergey. Those are the rules, actually. It's Mandate 33.
Roll me a deception check, Sergey.
Oh, God, we're screwed here.
You just rolled a 19 on a insight check.
Look.
He's gonna say, wait, I don't forget faces.
He's off duty.
Yeah.
He's not a cop, he's a bitch.
First of all, go to hell.
While many of these statements are true, I can assure you, and Claw will give him a glare, I will personally make sure that he is, again, off duty. And two, if he does state anything, I'm sure he won't be missing that contract.
He's
If he
gonna
has
nod.
to arrest us, he's not arresting you.
He's gonna nod and say, well, I'll just tell you all. We got friends in the shadow. You cross us. He gestures, hand over his neck.
I am
then he
also
nods.
aware. Also, by the way, the bird is still alive and is doing quite well.
Oh, good. Only the highest quality imports and exports from the Avon
And my
company.
sister is most assuredly loving it.
What kind of bird did you get her?
Shit! What bird did I get her?
The Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah, let's go with Phoenix.
Just a random question based off.
Phoenix are incredibly rare. You do not have the money for that.
Yeah, definitely not at that time.
Living room flat.
Let's go with a really nice or a dove. How about a dove? A dove is a good gift. Easy to care for.
Yeah.
Beautiful bird.
They're not easy to care for.
Oh, how about a parakeet then? Let's go with that one.
Better.
Yeah.
Damn,
once you mentioned the Phoenix, I was like, ooh, maybe that could have been it. That would explain why I don't have so much money.
no. That's the equivalent of basically in any other D&D campaign, that'd be the equivalent of getting a dragon egg.
You don't just do that.
No, fair enough.
That's the explanation. So, alright. So I have that location written down, memorized. Well, I say written down in air quotes. pleasure doing business with you. Hopefully next time we meet, we'll be less heated.
He chuckles at them and says, Ilderon, friends.
Kenneth laughs really uncomfortably loud.
Limelia is still chanting.
So Dora's just now glaring daggers at, like, all, like, Claw, that guy, not Kenneth, Kenneth's fine. Sergey, just cuz.
Hey, I think I got enough punishment from you already.
I'm like, I'm not chuckling. If anything, that makes me more mad. Puns after I was assaulted.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, you know what? Puns after I was assaulted? God, she just arms up out.
Can I try to...
Wait, at least stay in the building so I can heal you.
I mean, I'll let you...
being your friends.
Yeah, I'll let you cast that heal while you're walking, as long as you keep the chant going.
Yeah, but if one person leaves my range and the rest are still here...
We can walk together, because I think we are done here.
Right, yeah, I thought Shador was leaving on her own.
Okay.
Right.
You
Shador
guys...
would be leaving the charge home.
You guys step out, and the porter is outside waiting for you as soon as you get past the stables. He's gonna turn and look and say, "Oh, deal go sour?"
Miscommunication.
I hate to see it.
Yeah?
Just like we're all just a bit singed.
Yeah! Like, so, one of our hair, like, just a little piece of our hair is on fire still.
The lots of you, if you're a guild, you can hire a Risen member. Real good at handling business deals for you. All you gotta do is pay the Sky Queen's tax for their services.
That would be the issue.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, at least do
we do have a meeting to get to back at the university, so let us get to that.
Okay.
I'm sure the illegal smugglers want to talk with the Sky Queen's representative.
Legal smugglers? They are a good
I said illegal.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, how dare you? They don't want the Risen all up in their business.
No, that's why Claw specifically was taking the lead on this thing, because he understands that.
Yeah, guild.
Alright, so, you guys are going to, hop back in your, carriage, and he is going to, take you guys back across, town. This time, let's see, let me roll a percentage die. He's going to take you a slightly different route. He's going to take you a slightly different route than he did the first time. At which point, things that are at least worth mentioning. I'm just putting on some music. Things that are worth mentioning. He goes back through the lower city of the inner city. Are the first tier of the inner city. And one of the things he does point out in Grace Walk, as you guys pass through it, he does point out the vault of the Crimson Wind. On his tour details, he tells you it is the largest vault of the Ruby Alliance in the city. It is, and you guys can see it's very popular as there are, lots of people walking in and out of this place, and the pathway leads actually downwards, even lower. And it's a hall that leads even lower than the Tier 1 city, and there's masses of people walking in and out. It has its own thoroughfare that leads into it. That said, he keeps on trotting, eventually coming back out on the other side, and into Honor's Reach, and from Honor's Reach to the Maphis University, at which point his services are already paid for. When he gets to Maphis University, all of his smiles and pleasantness fade as he says, Ilderon, now a lot of you go ahead and get out. And remember, get you that Risen member.
Illyria.
Quick question, what does Illyria mean? This is in character.
Like,
to the
your
Ilderon
soul
GM.
had life.
Weird.
I think, add a character, I think that's close.
Yes. Anybody can roll a history check on it if you want.
You know what? I'll do it.
Go for it.
I'm a little bit cheated.
Okay, so I bought
the tiers are
translation.
different for each person, by the way.
5 still a 5.
Yeah. Rob Stradora gets the gist of it. Your soul has life. Sergey, you are going to be aware it means your soul is alive. And even a little bit further, Sergey, you are also going to pick up, this is a cultural thing that started in the Shatterings. You don't know why or remember why, but it's just something that like people always say to each other. Claw, I'm going to give you the same. I'm going to give you the same knowledge, although you don't know where it comes from. But it is, a Lilnagian hello, but it directly translates to your soul is alive. It's hello and farewell. It's kind of just greetings.
Oh, like a.
Okay. Like shallow or something like that, or whatever.
Hello, yeah.
Shalom.
Home and happy Hanukkah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess almost kind of like a wishing a happy holiday. Like, you can say happy holidays to somebody as hello or happy holidays as goodbye. And, contextually, just like happy holidays. It's like, that's just a really weird thing to say until connotation. It's just like, oh, you're wishing me, happy holidays. Like, you're hoping I have happy holidays. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Before we get into this meeting, I'm really sorry for the fireball that hit everybody. I did not expect that.
Your fault.
It happened. Not your fault.
I'm just glad no one attacked him.
So, do we have any sort of plan for talking to this guy?
Was about to. Wanted to.
What?
No, attack him.
No, for talking. We're talking for the person that we're about to talk to. I'm planning on staying quiet.
I've got a zone of truth, but it's not perfect.
I mean,
Fair enough.
I mean, what can we even ask him? Like, we got this far now.
We're walking and talking, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be there since can't be charmed, and if things go south and we need a fight.
Anderson, what exactly do you want to ask him? Because I have a feeling the majority of the people that really like to that would have the best context of what to ask him would be you, Aussie, and Stradora.
I actually haven't given it much thought.
Perhaps you should.
Yeah.
You've got 5 minutes. Ish.
No fun. No, I really, both as a player and the character, I have not thought about this at all.
Why?
I don't know. It didn't. It's been several weeks.
Yes, let me introduce you to the mentality of D&D players. Do. Why do? Because do.
I mean, he's not wrong. I'm a very like in the moment player. I don't really think.
If you guys would like suggestions, I can provide them. If
I
you'd
mean,
like suggestions from
I have
your characters'
questions.
angles, you can roll me intelligence checks, and I can kind of give you ideas of what might be going through your characters' minds. But Rob, you know, if you as a player, you all have your own agency, and I welcome it.
I was prepared for this. I have various questions, like, why did Dila put you in a statue? Has Dila always been this sickly nice? Who's Ayandel? Have you ever met or known Kalfir Calgaren? Seriously. Dila's a bitch, right?
I mean, I guess.
Are you conscious while you're a statue? Do you have to poop?
Priorities.
I mean, to be fair, that is not a bad question. Like,
You know what? I'm
Question:
gonna
if you have an erection while you're being petrified, are you considered rock hard?
God damn it!
I roll a check for Claw to see if he can come up with anything that he would want to ask them.
Okay,
I'll
go for it.
assault.
Oh wait, no, I actually do. I've thought of something I'd want to ask.
Intelligence check.
Like, have you met or had any dealings with like the Witch of the Forest?
Okay.
Definitely
You
one
can
of them.
also wouldn't hurt to roll just so that way you can get a good idea as well, Jackal.
I mean, I guess if Brandon wants to give me a freebie, I will not say no. Once I find where intelligence is.
Plus, that's not a skill.
Totally.
It's intelligence itself, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was actually looking at skills. I was like, huh.
All right. Let's just go from. I'm not gonna actually do my normal thing from lowest to highest. I'm gonna do as things come to my mind. I think Jackal at 13. You as a player, probably resonating super hard with Anderson. Like, if this guy was alive for ancient times, would he know anything about the Forest Witch from those times? Because
I mean, I already asked that.
yeah, he would technically predate Millis. So your theory about, or rather Kalfira's theory about her jumping through periods where, you know, to before she dies, then that could say something. The next thing, let's go with Sergey. Sergey, ideas for Sergey as a detective and kind of as it relates to the story. The reason why you guys are interrogating this guy is because presumably Skari and Anston told you guys that this guy has knowledge of the daughters of Gindenthel. Skari and Anston did not seem like very upstanding individuals that immediately earn your trust. Maybe questions that kind of prove he's some sort of legitimate ally, and the validity might be going through like Sergey's head of just like, before you can even question the perp, like, does this guy have anything valid to offer us? Because, you know, an anonymous tip from a hoo-ha of like, there's cocaine in the house next door to me is just like, wait, who said that? Do you have a axe to grind or something? So I can imagine that in Sergey's mind.
And that will like go pretty well with the character, as I was the one lobbying like extremely hard against this.
Yeah. As for Kenneth, I think Kenneth probably would have most insight on this, I guess, since he's been with the party since day one. Okay. Since Kenneth's been with the party as day one, I think, let's see, things that might go through Kenneth's mind relevant to his perspective. I don't know, Kenneth has a sister that's really important to him, and then his friends, both Lumilia and Asuandria and Talia have all been, at one point or another, almost inducted into this cult. Maybe recruitment practices and why and how they recruit. could be kind of important to him is like whenever he gets back to Ardor of like keeping his family safe.
Okay.
And then for Claw at an intelligence of 8, and from the perspective of Claw as to what's important to Claw, I guess maybe nature is important to Claw, so just kind of like the first thoughts that might come to his mind would be like, if there was any endgame they had back then, kind of how it affected the world. Maybe of just like, what, you know, are there end games kind of like bad or destructive to like the natural order of things? Question mark. But I guess you guys do have a little insight already as to what their goals are. Give me, if you're comfortable with waiting, E, I'm gonna think while you guys roleplay.
That's fair. Claw is not good at rolling intelligence checks, I've learned. Despite him not having a negative, but he struggles with when it comes to magic, so it makes sense for him. He doesn't quite understand it.
That's all. Just want to make sure, like, we're all back to full health.
Yes.
You got 11 from Lumilia.
Oh, okay.
They all took 11 points of damage.
People
No, I
took
got
21.
Oh, I took 21.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I must have.
Yeah, Sergey took 21.
But
But
do I get that
um,
health back?
you get 11 points of healing.
Yay!
Yeah.
Claw's at full health.
I'm now tender crisp as opposed to extra crispy.
Me too. Yay.
Just a bit singed. Why aren't you like me and take half damage from fire?
Because I am but a person, Lumilia. But a person.
Problem.
I am covered
I'm
in
a
fur,
beacon.
and still
I'm
hardly
the
scratched.
apex of humanity, but I am still only human.
She's also wearing heavy armor, and I slightly dodged the
Claw,
point blank fireball, so it's fine.
at an 8 intelligence, that's not a very good roll. I'm gonna put
No.
you in the Sergey boat of kind of more so on your wolf pack mentality of from what you understand and what you've met about Dila. She is a really respected person, and if Dila considers this guy not a good guy, that might trigger some protective instincts in you. So that might be something to think about. Lumilia.
I'm gonna ask about Corwin.
Oh, I was going to say, this guy's 3,000 years old. What did they even eat? Did they have ovens? Question mark.
It's like with the stick, she's not gonna ask anything.
What kind of cookies did you make 3,000 years ago?
Yeah.
Did you make cookies?
Do you know?
I know you made tacos because, come on, society always will make tacos. But
Yeah.
Just like the true meaning of life. You know, money and power and how well you can make a taco on Taco Tuesday.
Okay.
Only
Tell me in your notes if you all have the professor who is supposed to be
handling the depetrification,
yes.
you never told us.
Cool.
Kai Peldon basically was like, I have top men on this.
Yeah.
being as vague as possible.
Awesome sauce. I'm gonna check one page in my notes, and
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Is it time for a throwback? A throwback Thursday?
no. I had a
Throwback
person
Thursday?
in mind, but I don't know if I saved their name, so I'm just going to rename them. Okay, cool. I
I
have.
thought of a secondary person that it could have been, but
All right. I have things reset. I just wanted to make sure I didn't contradict myself. Okay. So is everybody set on what they want to ask and do?
That's best I'll ever be.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Ain't
with Claw,
much.
yeah, I got a good idea of what I'm gonna do.
We started 30 minutes late tonight, and normally in a couple minutes we'd be looking for a stopping point. So I'm going to go for another 30 minutes just to make sure you guys are getting, the session time I set aside for you. all.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind stopping now, just to have time to think more questions over the week.
Okay. If you guys want to pause, we can definitely do that then. I just want to make sure I wasn't cheating you guys.
It's up to everybody here.
Okay. Yeah. So I will put you guys at the base of the Windar Tower as the sun is setting in the Windar Ward. One of the beautiful things about Alilnagai, it gets some of the prettiest sunsets. The horizon is that brilliant orange hue. And all of those warm colors as the last of the sunlight peeks through the various towers and buildings of the city to the southeast of you all. And on the western horizon is the coming nightfall. All right, and we will stop there for tonight for a think of questions time. Really good ideas would be to put the questions in your guys' noble chat, as I normally skim it like right before I start prepping, and then I can remind you guys next session to put them in your mind. Oh, freaker doodles. Oh no, we did solve the EXP, never mind. Okay, that's where we're gonna end for tonight. Let's do experience. You guys technically defeated Swissel Aver in combat because he was going to blow you guys or turn you guys into scorch marks on the pavement,
and we would have killed him.
He could try.
Fair. I was going to give him a stronger magical staff, but I didn't think it would be nice to cast chain lightning on a surprise round, and then a second spell if you want initiative. And I was like, let's just go with the staff of fireballs. He is challenge rating 8 creature, so let's give you guys combat experience for him divided by 6. Alright, that's 650 combat experience. I'm going to give you guys major storyline experience, as you found out Cali Estes has been Batman to these guys, beating them up and taking their shipments. And was there
we will collect all this contraband. Yeah, I'll definitely turn it in. Not keep it for ourselves. Very, very bad of you.
Is there anything else major that happened tonight? Oh, I'll give you guys minor experience for the Bronze Scepter storyline.
And
After the
yeah.
fact, was that bullshit? I'm strongly thinking it was bullshit.
People. They just like to see a girl with an oathblade and they're just like, hey, we could totally give her this weird sword we've got and follow them all the way down the street into a shop. Like, that's not normal.
They're not normal people. They're a very strange group.
They're either the daughters of Kenawai, or they're just like, there's an alternative motive here. Maybe they're just 2 random thugs. Maybe they're not related to that, but like they're definitely like not legitimate.
All right.
But I have a magical sword, so there's that.
I'm very into. We'll save this after the session, but yeah, fireballed in the face.
So I've got major experience. I got combat experience, major experience for the Qual storyline, and minor experience for the Lumilia storyline with the Bronze Scepter. Anything else interesting happened tonight? Oh, you know what? I technically should give Stradora combat experience for killing that tiny demon.
Just kill experience.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's that was like a CR1 creature.
You got 20 XP.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna go look up what a CR1 creature is. I'm just gonna say it's worth 150 and divide it by 6. You know what? I'll just give everybody 100 additional experience.
That's my 150.
Oh, you're keeping it?
Yeah.
But Rob,
Well, I will give everybody 100 experience if you want. Otherwise, you can just keep the 150.
I'm keeping it.
Okay. All right.
150.
So, anything else tonight
And if
happen?
that's a show off, they use the air of shipping.
Get a butt smut.
We
Get it,
bonded
Bud
over
Smut.
color. We also bonded over colors.
That's me, but it was like,
I mean, it makes sense for Anderson to know all about colors. He's a
All right. So
It is true.
experience for tonight, 1,775 for everyone, 1,925 for Stradora. And Kenneth and Claw, I'm going to give you guys inspiration for tonight. Do you want me to roll or do you want regular inspiration?
I'll take a roll.
I'll take
First
a
one
regular.
for Claw, regular for Kenneth. Prayer for a first level spell.
What was the number again?
Right.
What was
got
that?
it back.
1,925 for Stradora, 1,775 for everyone else.
Alright,
Used my inspiration and got it back.
We're at 48,336. No.
All right, and your next session is going to be on April 10th. The Spring Split playoffs for what's that game? League of Legends. For anyone who cares.
You should
Thank
be
you.
at like. Sorry.
We're at 50,000 now.
Yeah, 50,336.
50,336.
Thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna end the broadcast.